Welcome back, Xogos Nation. This is Zach Edwards with another episode of the Xogos Gaming Series. This is where we actually walk you through all of our games and we just have fun with them. At the same time, it's not just games, it's also programs. So we have, now this is the dashboard. If you go to games, you're going to be able to see all the different games. You have the established games. We have 2 on top. These ones are beta form. So all of our beta form games are ones that we're working on currently, but we wanted to do an early release to see what you think, because if you like them, you give them a thumbs up, we are more likely to push those to the top. Okay, so now keep going down, keep going down. We also have programs. Now, these programs are actually also found at this program button. Today, we're actually going to be talking about these programs. So you'll have your games, your programs, and you'll also have your classes. Now, these are extracurricular classes. These are all electives, and these are ones that you won't get at school. You might get little snippets like cooking. They might give you a few hours worth of cooking. We're going to give you a year's worth of cooking, where you can learn like everything about it, from kitchen prep, different knives, all these different things. We're going to be providing that for you. And you're going to be able to earn coins for the Xogos system by submitting your own recipes, reviewing, and also creating your own lessons. So you can actually be an influencer on our system through our cooking program and earn coins by doing it. We will also have classes like journalism, medical, other things as well. Ones that you wouldn't usually see at school, but you might actually be interested in. So we're going to give you interesting classes on it so you can take them at any time. And if you want, if you do these classes, you'll probably even get coins for participating in the program. So, and all those can be used in the games or also converted to scholarships when you graduate. So that's why the system is so, I think, and again, I'm biased, but it's so awesome because we actually want you to do things more than just play video games. We actually don't want you on the screens as much as you might want to be on it, or that the other big programs, big tech, want you on. They get paid with the more eye time that they get on their systems. We don't. We have a subscription base because we don't want you on the system any more than you want to be, or any more than is good for you. So let's try this out. You can get coins so many different ways. Okay, so in here you have HuntThePast. This is the program that we're going to be focusing on. Now, HuntThePast is something that is very near and dear to my heart. I have actually had this program for about 10 years, where I paid a large sum of money to get done, and we had to redo it because it was all separate. We had Historical Conquest as a single game. We had HuntThePast as a single and separate game. Now we've combined all of our games and programs into one platform with a small subscription fee. You pay the subscription fee, you get full access. Instead of buying coins or seeing ads, you earn the coins that you get. So this is all great. This is all part of the process. Now in HuntThePast, this is a great program. In here you get the front page. This is what you get if you just go to HuntThePast.com. But because I actually signed in through Xogos, I logged in. You wouldn't be able to see any of these resources. Like, they'd be on this page, but you wouldn't be able to go any further than the page. Like, I wouldn't be able to read about George Washington, which we will get to in just a second. Hold your horses. Okay, so let's just say that you have somebody that you really want to look up, but you can't remember their name. What's their name? Okay, so you go to the search topics. If you don't know their name, most searches, most programs like this, you'd be in trouble. You wouldn't be able to find that person. This is why we actually created a new way of doing this. So I can search up, hey, say I want to go to George Washington. Mr. George, there we go. You have all these different Georges in here. Now, what if I wanted to refine this? Because yeah, I know it's George Washington, but it's another George. I want to make it so that it's between 1700, because that's when George Washington was alive. There might have been others. 1707 and 1830. Still a few. There's Washington's culpa spying. There is George Washington. There's King George. Now, just so everyone knows, we are actually hand making these. Everything that's in here right now is handmade. So we wrote these actual documents. It wasn't made by AI, though we do have AI, and I will introduce it to you at the very end of where the AI fits in, because you're going to love what it can do for you. Okay, so now you have these Georges. Now, say you weren't looking for a George. Okay, get rid of it. Say you don't even know the name. I can say this is when they were alive, between they were 080, 480, and 1400. Okay, there's still going to be quite a list in here. And yes, there are some pictures that are not showing up. That is why you have... No, it's when you click into it, if this picture doesn't show up, it has a report an issue. We need to know. We don't look through all of these every day. Now, we can have AI, which we probably will have in the future, that will actually look for broken links. But as of right now, if we could use your help to report those, if there's an image missing or something else, we will get that fixed as soon as possible. And also, if you find someone that you don't actually have in this, or that we don't have in this system, that you really want, we can also do that. We can also provide that. So you can search by name. You can search by date of when you think they were alive. You can also search them by who they were. He was a leader. There we go. Here are different leaders during that time. Okay. What about region? Okay, I know they were in Egypt at the time. Oh, we don't have any Egyptians at that point. Let's see, he was in France. Nope. He was in, it's funny. I should actually have it's Africa. That's a whole continent. Where's Europe? Okay, I should have the continents in there as well. United States. Okay. I don't have any. Well, it was 1463, so yeah, I could have Native American ones, but I don't have anything for the United States because it wasn't around at the time. Okay, but now say you don't know who the person is, but you know where they're from. Okay, so let's reset, clear this, all of them pop up again. Let's go to the map view. Okay, these are all the people that were during this, or in the database so far. Let's refine it by taking out some of these people. You see them all disappearing, and now they're gone, and then they're back. Okay, there we go, and there. Okay, now I know he's in the United States, so I can say United States. That's probably because they're not all programmed to the actual region. I will make sure that they get that fixed. Let's see. So let's do types. I want all the leaders during this time. Leaders. Okay, so we have 8 leaders during this small amount of time after the civil, or around the Civil War time. So these are probably all close to Civil War leaders, and also Europeans during, this time was past the Awakening. It was really during all the revolutions. It was past the War of 1812 and such. So George Patton, Patton, because he fought there, but that's not where he lived. That's not where he was born, and such. Okay, so I can also come down here. No, I can't. So you click on one of these, or you go back to the list view, or you can also go to the timeline. Now, timeline, let's get rid of this, all types, and let's open it up. Okay, so the timeline, chronological timeline of 424 events. Okay, this is something that I need. If I find out that this is an issue, I need to get it fixed as soon as possible. So please put it in the feedback. Okay, but let's reset this one more time. And let's just go to someone we all know, beloved to most. Why is it that it's not? Oh, because I'm still in timeline. There we go. Mr. George. Hey, most people know George. As I said, all of this is handmade. So this was actually written by historians. You have high school, middle school, elementary school. So you have all the information written so that they can actually understand it. So let's go high school. Down here, you can actually see videos that were made to help with learning about George Washington. here is an activity you can do for George Washington. And every class has a different adventure, an activity, different activity. Down here, you can get books from Amazon. You click on that, and it will bring you to an Amazon link where you can actually read about George Washington. Now, these books, the reason why we did Amazon is because it has a large library. But you take the information from here, you plug it into your local library, and you go borrow the book. There you go. How easy. We do all the hard work for you. Now, coming back here, I can also see where he was born or where he lived most of the time. And then down here, this is the important part. These are the citations we took in order to write this information. So you always want to have good sources. So these are all good sources, all proved and reviewed. Again, all handwritten by our historians. Now, one more thing is this is George Washington. In the future, he will come alive. You will actually be able to talk to him. Now, anybody that says that they have a program that the person actually comes to life and will actually answer questions back and forth, not actually happening. The technology is not there yet with any company, but it is close. What it does right now is you can animate someone fully functioning as if they were actually there, and you can feed them words. But as of right now, there has not been a program yet that actually puts it together. Some claim it, but the reason why they don't allow you to have it is because it doesn't actually fully exist yet. They're working on it, as are we. All these companies are working on it. So at some point very soon, that will be able to be an option where you can actually ask them a question and have them respond based on different sources. Now, some people have better sources than others. We have what is available through the Library of Congress and such. So if you ask this AI, let's say, I'm going to ask George, George, tell me about your marriage. And I'm going to ask the question. Now, in the future, George will actually respond to you, where you can actually see him respond. But again, that compute would also take, it's going to be really expensive as well. So down here, you can actually read all about his marriage. Now, say you're someone that cannot read, especially for a student, because this is all 5 years old to 19 years old. If you get a student that can't read, but you really want to ask questions, if you're on your tablet, you can ask it questions and it will type it out for you. It will dictate your text, not this program, but your tablet will. And then when you get the response, you click there.
Most pleased to share the particulars of my marriage to Martha Custis, which took place on January 6th, 1759. Our union was a harmonious one.
Okay, so two things I wanted you to notice. One, yes, it is an AI voice. Again, compute, one of the most expensive things right now in any company when it comes to AI is actually the compute for voices. So when the compute price goes down, we will actually make this a voice that's actually like George Washington. We literally have about 600 different voices from 600 different people in history. Now, what they most likely sounded, but we can't actually connect them to this just yet. We're in the process of it. This is one of the things that we're working on. All of these things we're working on. And it comes with money that we're able to raise in revenue or is donated. If we can get this done, you will have a fully functioning person to be able to talk to about their own lives. Now, here's the most important part. This is not just from junk off the internet that anybody wrote. This is not even from like places like Wikipedia, which anybody wrote. No, this is, you can actually source all the documents that this comes from. With George Washington, these are the sources that it pulled from. It pulled from Mount Vernon Ladies Association, their historical documents. Library of Congress, personal letters collected. National Archives, marriage records. All sources verified, no Wikipedia used. And why is that? Because we want it to be reliable. We want it to be actual, factual information and not just what somebody put online. So that's why this program is so important to be able to use. This is something that anyone can use that is part of the Xogos system. They can come in here. It's accessible for elementary school, middle school, high school. Now you can actually ask them questions and have them respond with full answers and telling you stories and such. And actually, maybe that's something we could do in the future, is have them tell you a story about them, especially for those that are elementary school age. High school, they're fine with just the information. But wouldn't it be cool if the person, like, it's almost like sitting down and telling you a story about their marriage and telling you some of the highlights of their marriage, that type of thing. We will work on that. Thank you so much for joining me on this great day. Again, this is Hunt the Past. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come and try it out. As those in our Xogos Nation, you're going to benefit from everything that we have in here, because nothing is dumb scrolling. Nothing is dead air space. Nothing will take up your time and waste your time. You're always going to be learning, and you're always going to be having fun while doing it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for our classes that are coming up as well. We'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.